Hello, guys. Hi, guys. So it's in the middle of the day on Thursday. Just got home from oh, come here, puppies. I've just got home from my Australia Post interview. I really like doing those weird focus groups. Well, like, it's my second one, but I just find them funny. Yeah, those are dogs. Yeah, so this one was like a one-on-one interview with two guys from Australia Post. I can imagine they're like the marketing guys or something like that. The first question was like, so talk us through your week, Monday to Friday. And I was like, oh man. And then as I started talking them through my week, I was like, what do I do? I don't do anything. So yeah, I've had it's a bit of an existential crisis during it. Thanks, Australia Post. Obviously didn't tell them about my vlogging because it would have freaked them out knowing they're in the presence of a big star. But yeah, they're like, what are you going to do for the rest of today? And I said, oh, don't really know. Maybe I'll go walk my dogs. I said, what will you do after that? I said, I don't know. I don't know. And they were sort of saying if they had like a subscription service, what sort of rewards or prizes would make you more likely to sign up to it? I was like, probably none, to be honest. Like, what are you thinking? Give an example, because I don't know. What do they mean? And they said, oh, like free Deliveroo vouchers. And I was like, no, I don't really use Deliveroo. And they're like, free movie tickets? Like, no, I don't watch the movies. I don't like going to the movies. I was like, if I think, and they're like, well, what sort of thing would you want? I wasn't trying to be difficult, but it turns out I am quite difficult. And I was like, and they said, oh, do you get offered free things from your like your telco? And I was like, well, actually, I just switched because Optus sucks. But they used to offer me free cheap movie tickets and stuff like that, or pancake parlour vouchers and all that sort of crap, $10 off Jeans West. And I was like, I don't even want them. Even if they said, here's a free movie ticket, I wouldn't use it. I might give it to a friend, but even then, I wouldn't go to the effort of downloading it. Actually, they gave me a $10 Coles voucher once. That wasn't bad. But I don't like the idea of shopping at Coles, even though I do it. I feel bad every time. It's like shopping at Kmart. It's not good, is it? Somebody's getting shat on, and it's not the people that are giving out the vouchers. But yeah, and then they said, so what do you do on the weekends? I was like, I felt like I had to explain myself, like why my answer wasn't getting drunk or doing something useful with my time. I don't do anything useful. And they're like, what shows do you watch? Maybe like Netflix and stuff. I was like, I don't have Netflix. I don't watch anything. And I think they were just like lost about what to ask me. And they said, oh, what shops would you want included in the subscription? And I was like, well, none of the big guys, like no Cotton On, no Kmart, because that's not good for the world. And I was like, wait, am I this ethical? I try to be ethical though. I try to make ethical choices to a degree. But yeah, it was tricky. And then they said, what sort of things? Because when I got sent this thing to do, it said, it didn't say, do you shop online? It said, do you leave your shopping to the last minute? And I said, yes, because I don't really have any shopping to do. I think they're expecting more of a shopper. And I was like, no, the thing is, I'm not a shopper. I don't buy anything. And they're like, well, when would you buy something? And I was like, well, if I needed it. They're like, well, like, what was the last thing you bought? And then I had to say, juggling clubs. And that's not something anybody needs. So yeah. And the thing I bought before that was those gloves that had the things on the end so you could use your phone. But in my defense, in the mornings it's really cold. I needed gloves and I needed to use my phone. But yeah, so that was interesting, and they would have come away from that being like, that girl is like a walking contradiction. It doesn't do anything to fill up her time. Or they were just jealous that I had so much free time and they were at work. But yeah, so that was a good start to my day. It's already midday. That appointment was at 11, which was a bit annoying because I had to kill 2 hours in the morning. And yeah, I guess I am going to go walk the dogs now, and then I'm going to think about my life in general, I guess, and get a hobby or something. Alright, bye! Oh, like sound effects. Probably don't need to use the sound effects, do I? It's not really how someone does a high five, and they also don't high five and then go afterwards. Well, I do now anyway, so deal with it, guys. I also did not finish that last one very well, because it turns out if your fingers are touching the screen, you can't stop filming, so you live and learn. I also realised I forgot to say one of my favourite parts of the interview thing. The guy was like, so what about like making friends? How do you make friends? As if he was asking for himself, like, how do you make friends? I was like, that is a question for the 21st century, like I can't answer that. And I said, I've already got friends, I don't need to make friends. And he said, oh, and so the friends you've got, how did you get those? And I was like, oh, through drinking probably. I said, they're all New Zealanders, so I don't know how you make friends. I just rely on other friends having friends, and then I take their friends, and the other ones are from uni. So I should have asked him, how do you get subscribers on YouTube? That's the question. But yeah, so I quite liked that. And while I was out walking the dogs before, also, this is just completely changing tact. Changing tack? Yeah, because tack is the direction you go in on a boat, is that right? You tack to the left or right. So I'm changing tack. If I'm wrong, please don't laugh at me. There was a guy anyway who had converted his scooter into like a motor scooter, like his push scooter, like kids ride. He'd attached like some real intense engine, and it looked like his petrol tank was a Coke bottle, but it reminded me of in first year, and I'm guessing this was before I met any of my watchers or subscribers actually. Like just before I met most of my subscribers, though, like weeks out, before Jeremy had even moved in, or maybe the day Jeremy, anyway, stop waffling, O'Brien. Michael had bought a scooter, like an electric scooter. You could push the back of it and it was like whoosh, and he was going to ride it to art school. Anyway, and him and Evan, I feel like they'd only known each other for a couple of days. They were such like weird kindred spirits at the time. Wanted to know, because you plugged it in to charge it, whether riding it while I was plugged in, I'm sure it was Evan's idea, and then Michael ended up losing out. If it was plugged in and you drove off, whether it would disconnect from the wall or disconnect from the scooter. And so they did it, and it just snapped, the cord rails just went ping right in half. And then they decided neither of them would have known how to rewire anything, and so they just twisted the wires together, plugged it straight in, and it crackled and then just burst into flames, and he never used that scooter again. But it was funny, and it did melt the carpet, and it was just sort of the beginning of the destruction of station apartments. I don't ever remember, were we 32? No, there weren't that many, were there? How many? If you know where I lived in first year, comment below. I can't remember what number it was. I have to message someone. Anyway, it's going to be a little cute video of Chachi and Tessie after this. It's not a very good one because I caught it right at the end as he was getting out of the river. Bye. This is one of Chachi's favourite things to do, is to get into the stream and then just sail on down, and then he'll swim back up against the current, which really gets him nicely exhausted. Here he comes. Oh, I don't know if you can see him. Oh, there, he's just getting out now. He wants a duck. You can't have a duck. That's just the rules. Well, is it the rules? Might be a council rule, you can't eat ducks. But people do, so I guess it's alright. Anyway, see ya.